Hi, so here we have the latest custom build bike in the shop and just nicely finished. And so I thought I'd just go over a few things, explain why the bike's been built the way it's been built and why that would be beneficial for you to have a custom built bike as opposed to one that's been built at a factory somewhere or other, and it's just that's how it comes. So let's just look at a few things that that you typically get changed by a lot of people quite soon after they get delivery of their brand new bike. Well, bar tape. So people, it comes with black bar tape, you don't want black bar tape, they throw away the tape. That's 40 quid, more bar tape. Someone's got to put it on. Do you know how to put it on? If not, you're going to get your local bike shop owner to do it for you. The seat, often the seat isn't the seat that you're used to sitting on. You don't find it comfortable, so you have to change the seat. Well, what's that cost? £100 more to change. Then the wheels, the depth of the wheels, they're wrong. They're either too deep, not deep enough. So that's an enormous cost. The tyres, are they the tyres that you like that come with the bike? No? Well, set of tyres. The tyres, £50 nowadays. There's £100 gone on the set of tyres. And then the ratios. So the gear ratios on the back, are they the correct ones for the type of rider that you are? Is the derailleur long enough to put larger gear ratios on the back if that's what you need? The front chain rings, are you spinning out because they're too small, or are they too large? Pedals, well, a lot of bikes don't come with pedals, but if they do, which pedals have you got? Cheap pedals or nice carbon titanium pedals like these? So yeah, the list goes on as to what people end up changing on their new bikes. But this is what happens, and this is one of the reasons, main reasons why getting a custom built bike is such a better option. So with this particular bike, this has been manufactured. Well, first of all, the colorway is as per the customer's choice. So you go onto mycipollini.com and you choose the colors, and the factory painted those colors for you, and that's how it comes delivered as a frame set. This particular bike is the rim brake model, obviously, but the internal cable routing is there for the brake cables and the Di2 cables, but obviously not the front brake cable. That's always going to be external. And because of that, and because looking at the bars and stems available that provide internal cable routing, we didn't really like those. Customer didn't really like those. We've decided to. He decided to go for his Zipp SL70 Aero bars, Zipp, and which is obviously carbon, and the carbon stem, and just run these cables, albeit they're still going through the bearing there. Run these cables through the bearing, and I think it looks pretty neat. And let's be realistic, how much wattage are you going to lose from that? Less than half a banana. Right, so, and also that way the customer gets the width bars that he wants and the correct length stem, which you can't really choose when you're buying a bike online, and that's just the way it comes. So then we move on to the crank length. So we've purchased the cranks separately, and these are stages, dual-sided power meter cranks, 172.5 length, exactly what the customer wants, not what comes with the bike. The saddle, customer's already on Pro Logo, Nago, Evo CPC saddles, so why not get a Peter Sagan one, because hey, you couldn't match a saddle better if you tried. The wheels, yeah, MV 45, Gen 2, G2 and Gen 2 MV 45s with the mottled braking surface. These are they're tubeless ready, but these wheels are actually manufactured for accommodating 25C wide tyres. It's a bit difficult to see on the video, but I can assure you, because these wheels are made to accommodate 25C wide tyres, these tyres are wider than excuse me, than a lot of 25C tyres, because a lot of people put 25C tyres on rims that have been manufactured to accommodate anything between 23 and 28. So what happens is you're squeezing the profile of the tyre, or you're expanding the profile of the tyre when you put it in that type of rim. You buy Amway wheels and you buy them according to the width of tyre that you want to be riding on, and you end up with a much better profile tyre, which gives you much greater stability and much better handling. This bike can go up to 30 wide. It's brakes, and you can put very wide tyres in there if you want to. So again, the wheels, exactly what the customer wants, not what comes with the bike. And then coming back to the chain set, this customer's bike's going to live in the mountains. So we've put, so this would normally have, these ratios are 53-36, but we've changed them to 53-34, and because of obviously climbing up the mountains. And then the rear cassette, we decided to leave 1130 on because the gaps, if you put 1130, so if we went to, if we left that 52-36, for example, 53-39, sorry, right, and which is how it comes, and put a 1134 on the back, then you just end up with these big gaps when you're changing gear at the rear, because the 1134, the range, you're really aware of the fact you're changing gear from one to the other much more than you put 1130 on. So I much prefer, and the customer much prefers 1130 on the rear and go for 34 on the front. So in the climbs, got a smaller front chainring, help them get up the mountains. Also, the rear derailleur choice was to go for a long derailleur, because as and when the client gets older, because he's not a young spring chicken at the moment, and this bike is going to be lasting him probably till he dies, or maybe longer, because it is a one-piece carbon monocoque. So it ain't going to fall apart because there's no glue for it to come apart on this thing. So in time, a 34 cassette will probably want to go on the back. Now, if you have a shorter cage rear derailleur, you won't be able to put that on because the top jockey wheel will hit the gear of the 34. So you have to spend a couple £100 on the new Dura-Race rear derailleur. So, you know, these are many reasons, and of why you're just so much better off with a custom build bike than one you buy at the box. Also, this bike, when I custom build a bike for a client, it comes with bike fitting, clearly. You know, there's been a lot of measurements going on here between this bike, customer's existing bike, and I can assure you that this steer tube is actually at the correct height to make it really comfortable for the client. So there's really nice also just detail like F3 form mount, F3 cycling mount for the Garmin. There's a exposure light for the front light, nice and neat, make it neat and that. And yeah, so there's there's your custom build Cipollini. And if you fancy talking to me about having a custom build bike, then give me a call, 01983 217 500. Happy to chat with you and about building a bike for you, let's say either from brand spanking new, every component, or utilizing a lot of the components from an existing bike you've got, some old, some new. I don't care. All I want to do is build you a bike that you love and is going to be really comfortable for you forever. So thanks for watching, and I hope you like the bike.